So welcome back, everyone, to session 16 of Curse of Strahd. So Prometheus, also so you know, these episodes are getting put up on my YouTube as well, so you can actually catch up a little bit. Let me get that command in. And no, we don't do boons or curses. Alright, so to our intro. Also, guys, if you're changing anything because Tasha's came out, let's go ahead and do that during the intros so that everybody knows that this thing is different from what it was before. Just in case anything is changing.
So, Nanaha is a human shadow monk. She used to be a sun soul, and then death happened. As far as I can tell, nothing changed due to Tasha's, but that's just me.
Next we have Saya, played by me. She is a Water Ganassi Genie Pact Warlock, which was fully printed in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Nothing changed, though, from the Unearthed Arcana, so she is just going to continue as she is. Next we have Raz, played by Mazegas. Raz is
a Shadarkai fighter barbarian who nothing changed in Tasha's except maybe he might laugh a bit more.
Next we have Pocket, played by Dezine. You must through your changes, Pocket.
Pocket is a phantom tabaxi. Nothing much changed except in the later levels I'm a bit more versatile with my skill set.
Also, your secret stabbies are now necrotic.
True, yes, I now deal necrotic damage instead of psychic damage, which sucks for Curse of Strahd, but makes more sense for the class.
Next we have the team mom, Verity, played by the one and only Mr. Pounds. Verity is...
Yeah! That's me! Sorry, I'm all jazzed up today and I don't know why. She's a divine soul sorceress who also does lots of necrotic damage because I picked my character based on flavor, not on power. And I don't own Tasha's yet. I haven't got my Tasha's yet, so I don't know what the fuck to do. What changed? Does anyone know?
Nothing, because Divine Soul came out in Xanathar's.
Hey, I'm okay! Sweet!
Next we have soon to be the only holy man left in Barovia, Axel, played by Lennon Marks. Axel is...
Axel is a devotion paladin, and the only thing that changed for him in Tasha's was the channel divine power, channel divinity changed a little bit, and I can only use it once a day now, but I can get a second level spell back with it.
Nice.
And last, but definitely not least, our GM extraordinaire, Fluffy Snowfall. This is her third time running Curse of Strahd, so we have quite the experienced GM with us.
Woo!
Hello. I apologize, I'm a little loopy because I also streamed earlier today, so hooray!
She was a badass.
Thank you, honey.
Unrelated to the stream, I just wanted to say a special I love you and thank you to Lumi. It is our 11-year wedding anniversary today.
Oh!
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Congrats.
Right in the heart. Oh my god, today is so good.
Alright. So, last time, having successfully dealt with the druids at Yesterhill, the party made their way back to the winery, where they were able to successfully tell the Mardikovs what happened and return one of the lost magical gems that they were seeking for. Letting Irina stay with the Mardikovs, they decided to seek out and travel to the mysterious wizard's tower that loomed over Lake Baratok, where they went inside. Pocket happened to make a few interesting choices, falling through the floor at several occasions. Luckily, he retrieved his bounty, a chest full of old paper. So it was totally worth the half his health to do so.
Hashtag worth.
The party made their way up to the top floor, where they encountered some strange sights, like a severed head, a magical suit of armor, and what they sought after, the holy symbol of Ravenkind. However, in attempting to get into the tower, they accidentally set off some sort of ancient arcane defenses, causing lightning to strike the poor unfortunate individuals who attempted to enter. This bolt of lightning managed to draw the attention of a roaming pack of wolves, as well as wolves in a sort of humanoid lupine hybrid state. And that is where we will pick up today. The variety of wolves seem to be bent down, anxiously awaiting orders. A few of the humanoid type wolves also are eyeing up the party. One of the larger ones takes a step forward, sniffs the air, looking at all of you. What is your purpose here? Explain yourselves.
Cue the music. But Pocket's gonna stay really quiet and try to lower himself as low as he can against the roof of the cart that he's on top of.
We're travelers. We're curious about the tower. Decided to take a look at it.
Very interesting. What did you find in the tower?
A lot of moldy paper.
And Raz will just kind of point to his left toward the stalking suit of armor that's flanking Verity.
And that is interesting. You found nothing else, no? Nothing else?
Nope.
Roll a deception check, please. The large one looks to one of the other humanoid hybrids next to him. The blue one is lying, Alpha. They found many things. They found other things. You know not to lie. In Strahd's domain, blue one.
I didn't think that it was worth noting that we found a head in a box. This is Barovia, after all.
There were actually some fascinating mechanical lifts that operated based on voice commands.
Frankly,
Don't forget
I didn't
all
find
the
anything.
large box of papers. We found those. There's a bit of paper here and a bit of paper there, and lots of wooden splinters from where the cat fell through 3 flights of stairs and such.
At this point, at mention of the cat, several of the wolves are motioning towards the cart and growling.
We really-
Okay, instinctual hiss. I just can't literally do a hiss, so you're gonna have to imagine it.
Alright, fleshy ones, if you wish to live with your lives intact, you will hand over everything you found inside.
Well, the head in the box is still on the top floor. You're welcome to it.
I mean, the you're more than welcome to the armor. It is a curiosity, it seems. accepts commands.
Axel, are you hiding the holy symbol, or are you wearing it proudly around your neck?
It's like under my armor with my other holy symbol.
Okay.
We don't want to get blood on it. Nanaha did not say that out loud, by the way.
I understand. All right, everything you found, hand it over now. This is your final warning.
Does that mean you want us to go? Sorry, Nev.
Oh, Saya just takes a step and gestures to them to enter the tower.
The armor responds to Kazan.
The armor stands at attention. Kazan, did they find anything else in there of interest? The armor nods.
Betrayal!
I see. Kazan, are they taking it with them? The armor nods. I see. Well, what do you have to say now? Hmm?
Kazan, defend the horses.
And Kazan, don't do anything else these wolfmen tell you, even if they use your command word. Please?
It tilts its armored head at you, as if it doesn't understand that command.
Shit.
Saya elbows Nanaha in the side. Silence Kazan.
Nanaha casts silence around Kazan.
Okay.
Next fucking level. Shit, that was cool.
The armor just stands there.
Yeah, but
Does
the armor
silence
can
mean
hear
it
any
can't-
no,
Oh yeah, does it
he
mean
can't
it can't
hear any more commands.
No, it's not deafen, but with any, because how big is that radius? Because it's gonna hit anybody close by, and with any luck, we can deal with the others quickly.
It is a 20-foot radius sphere.
Oh shit,
It
that's gonna
can't. It cannot be created within or pass through the 20-foot radius.
Oh, yep. Creatures are deafened while entirely inside it. Yep. So
So that also impacts you, Nanaha, and you, Saya.
yes. Well,
I'm not going to stand in the circle.
You're in the circle.
currently, but we'll leave.
I have feet. They move.
Right, 1 second. Just getting this size right. Doubled.
Good lord. Well, that's gonna make it is interesting.
All spellcasters, please move to the right of the screen.
Would it be one more square to the left? So it's on him?
It would have been directly on him. Because I was targeting him.
Okay. Many of the other wolves begin barking,
That screws with your brain.
and we're gonna roll initiative. Remember to click tokens.
Thank you.
Damn it! I can't roll over a 10 to save my life.
Roz is on it.
The barbarian was expecting a fight? Inconceivable.
Completely.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
So what was that you were saying on stream yesterday, Nevi? If you could just roll a good initiative?
Yeah, well, you know. I'm a plus
can't.
one. Like, this is my life.
Okay.
We all knew this was gonna go horrible, HPG.
Roz, banana.
I will fight, but you all already can know that Pocket is damaged.
All right. Verti. All right then. Roz. You are up and you can't hear anything.
That's okay. Most of what he does doesn't require much sound. Seeing that this has clearly gotten to the point where blows are going to be had and the wolves closing in on Pocket, he kind of steps in between the wolves and the caster that he could get to as darkness begins to radiate out from him, and he rages.
Okay.
He will
Silent rage.
silent rage. He will then stab at the one on the outside, just in case.
Okay. All right, that is a 16. That hits. You thrust the blood spear deep into its flesh, and it screams in a horrible, yowling agony.
In silence.
Yep. All right, and that means he gets the little distracty shadows.
Correct.
All right, Axel.
All right, so Axel is going to step up here, and I guess we'll try to attack the same one that Raz did with his spear.
Okay. That is a hit. However, your spear fails to pierce through the toughened hide of the lycanthrope.
Well, butts. Okay. Can I use my bonus action attack before I use my second regular attack?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I will try to butt end the normal looking wolf.
Okay. That is a hit. As you swing your spear towards it, you hear the wolf yelping in surprise.
Okay, and then I'm going to drop that spear, draw the chopping axe,
Okay.
and we will take 2 on the lycanthrope.
Okay.
If I can find my battle axe. Weird, it's on my character sheet. It's the same to hit as the spear.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Go ahead. That is going to miss as the werewolf grabs its claws up and like deflects the blade to the blade of the axe to the side,
Okay,
growling.
all right, that'll be my turn.
Okay. The largest of the werewolves is going to circle around Roz, getting in range of Saya, and is going to take a swing with its claws. That is a 19.
Oh yeah, no, she's got 12 AC because I haven't had an action yet.
All right, that's 7 slashing damage. And it is going to attack with its bite. That is a 16 to hit. That is 4 damage. I rolled garbage. But I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm okay at those.
You won't be now that you said something.
Thanks, Pounce.
You were the one that said it!
You didn't
Saya.
have to put more out there.
Saya, you feel very strange as the bite, like the werewolf bites onto your arm, and your vision gets this strange pulse, and the area around the wound is pulsing kind of this strange grayish color.
Well, I already knew what I was planning to take as my next spell anyway.
Okay. The rest of the wolves are going to go.
How high up am I?
You're about 15 feet-ish.
Okay.
The rest of them are just going to start approaching.
Does the
wagon.
marked one not take an attack of opportunity from Raz?
Yeah, it would.
Hit it.
That is a hit. Is very much so a hit. And there's another silent yelp. This one here, though, is going to use the rest of its movement to climb up onto the cart as well, next to Pocket. Bares its fangs.
Oh.
All right. Does a 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, that is 6 points of piercing damage as it bites down on your leg. And it misses with the claws. Verity,
Fuck
you're
you.
up.
So, do you remember that thing that lady gave to Verity that I joked
Yes.
about being a frost grenade?
Yes.
Remind me again how that works?
So you have a pouch of brown mold, and if you would like, you can either empty it out into the contents of a 5-foot square, and it will consist there, or you can throw it, and it will be a 10-foot radius, everyone taking the cold damage once.
And how much cold damage is it?
Let me pull up the winery so I can remember.
Sorry, I didn't write it down because I couldn't figure out a way to put it in the thing.
Oh, it's okay. Alright, the damage is 4d10.
Oh. Oh. Pocket, how much HP you got?
Not enough. He took half of it off
Not
already.
enough.
Heal him
Oh.
before you do this.
You
like
you can drop it in like over here and not hit Pocket.
No, I meant I kind of need to heal him.
Oh yeah.
how practiced has am I allowed to just say that my hit points do we care, or are we calling that metagaming?
I would say you're kind of bruised and bloodied. People can see you're not in good straits.
Okay.
You did fall several stories twice, or 3 times at this point.
God damn you, Pocket. All right. All right. Well, the situation is a little tenuous for Verity because there's a werewolf flanking her, and none of the meaty people that she usually puts in front of her are there, and they're all kind of busy. So what she'll do is we'll upcast our aid again because it fell off when we went to the tower.
You
To
go to reach out and cast your magic. However, nothing manifests from within you.
You're too close to the tower.
Yeah, apparently. So my options are either run into the werewolves and get destroyed, or... Shit. Okay.
Or you could run across the silence and get to the other spot.
The plan was to cast and slide over there anyway, but I can't reach pocket from there with aid. It's only 30 feet, sadly. Well, we are gonna have to just.
You could move to the right. Oh no, because then you need like
Fuck it. How accurate can I throw this thing?
You would get about a 20-foot range on it.
Can you see that shot you're trying to make?
You can see some people from where she's standing, yes.
I just want to make sure I don't accidentally like freeze pocket to death with that throw.
Aim well.
Yeah, that makes sense. The guy I
I'm
pinged,
going to
but
say
didn't...
that Pocket and the werewolf on the cart are not going to be hit because it's going to splatter against the side of the wagon.
Oh, that's even better. Then yeah, we'll wing it.
Yeah, it's 15 feet up.
Yeah,
Yep.
then we'll just wing it at the edge of the wagon to sort of cover this whole area. So yeah,
Okay, roll the damage.
right, 4d10 you said?
Correct.
blessed dice gods.
Wow.
Heck yeah.
That
Okay.
is...
In very gut-wrenching yelps of agony, you see Frost just washing over basically all of the wolves in that area. You hear them yelp and whimper before collapsing as Frost just coats their bodies. The werewolf made it, so that's still 16 points.
And then I guess we'll kind of... Damn, how the hell are we gonna... Okay, well, yeah, she'll kind of start... Oh, she's got to go next to the thing, too. She is just boned, because she can't move. She can't move there, right? That's, like, not...
I thought that was the top of the stairs.
This is
So
the
you'd be
top
standing
of
on the
this
stoop.
Is the stairs here.
Oh. Because I want to slide behind Saya, but I don't want to, like, phase through the walls.
You can move. You can make that move around. You would get an attack opportunity from the werewolf here.
Oh, yeah, Nope, that's gonna be disaster. This is gonna be disastrous no matter what I do. Fuck it, I guess we have to, yep. Get over here. I guess I'll just have to eat it, because this is awful. Save me, 13 AC! Save me, Cloak!
Okay, that unfortunately is going to be a hit.
13 AC, I can't imagine why!
That is only 4 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution save, please.
Alright. Cool.
Verity, you're feeling kind of strange.
Cool. Well, that was a way more metagamey turn than I wanted it to be, but based on how it ended out, I guess I'm okay with it.
Yeah, there's kind of that like woozy pulsing through your body. Nanaha, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna cut over here. And I'm gonna just start beating the shit out of the one in front of me, because it just hurt a friend of mine.
Okay.
Wow, somebody in this party thinks of Saya as a friend.
Yes.
Okay, 1 second, I have to check something.
You can make 2 attacks with the quarterstaff, right? Because you have extra attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. So it's gonna be 2 quarterstaff, 1 fist.
Okay. I will tell you that your punches are gonna do nothing.
Well, damn. At least I can
Because
hit it
you-
twice with the quarterstaff.
Yeah, you don't have magic punches, but you do have stick.
I got the magic stick.
Um,
Ah.
the second quarterstaff swing hits.
Fluffy, is there
Yeah.
a particular werewolf that seems to be the alpha?
I think
The
it's
big
the one
the
in front of
leader?
me.
Yeah, the big one in front of you that Nanaha is currently beating up.
Okay.
Okay, you hit and you do damage. It seems a little surprised.
You cut
Blood
out
dribbles
a lot
down
there.
and spongy. Oh, hello?
We can hear
Uh,
you now.
Okay, you thwack the werewolf upside the face, and he seems a little surprised that the spongy stick did anything to it. Blood kind of dribbles out of the staff as you swing at him. Gets your hand kind of sticky.
I must learn to wash my hands after fighting. Got it.
Poke it.
Fuck you, you dirty dog. And seeing that Axel's hit with his spear was ineffective and he dropped it, but we can seem to hurt the little wolves, I'll pull out my bow and kind of just line up over the edge and hit this wolf that's below me.
Okay, go ahead. That's a hit.
Ooh boy. And sneak attack, because is that adjacent to Axel?
Yes. This is an ex-puppy. You hear it yelp and whimper before it collapses.
Headshot.
And then to the motherfucker that bit me.
Okay.
Quick hiss, and I will bonus action disengage, and I want to backflip off the carriage to behind Axel.
Okay. I will need you to make an acrobatics check, please. Alright, you are able to backflip off actually pretty gracefully, not taking any damage as you land on your feet.
And then use the remainder of my movement to get see, 5. Is that, are we calling that just 5 to get down to flip off?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
And everything goes quiet.
It's a little creepy in here.
Saya?
Saya is going to take the disengage action.
Good idea.
Can we see through this silenced area?
Yeah, it's just silence.
Just audio
It's not...
that can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if I were to cast a shatter on anybody inside it, they would be perfectly immune, because that's another thing it does. Yeah, so that's my action, to run away.
Okay. Top of the round, Roz.
Raz turns towards the leader. He knows pack tactics. He knows if you take out the leader, the others may be more inclined to not continue the fight. So he will direct his angry attacks towards that guy.
Okay. All right. That will hit. Okay.
And I will action surge and hit him
Okay.
again.
That will hit. Nope. That's. Oh wait. Nope. That hits. Sorry. Never mind. You do two quick thrusts of the blood spear into this werewolf. Blood oozing out. Does not seem too happy at you.
And then I will mark him.
Yep. Okay. Axel.
All right, so I'm going to start this off with I'm going to use my bonus action for Harness Divine Power and get a second level spell slot back, just like raising my shield and it glows holily
Okay.
for a second. That's not the word. You know the word.
I know the word.
Holily, I like that word better.
And then also turning to face the leader, we are going to bring the battle axe down on his head, hopefully.
Okay. That unfortunately is not going to hit.
Second effort.
That unfortunately is not going to hit either.
Well, but. Alright, that's my turn.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Alright. Okay, I think the alpha is going to angrily attack at Roz. Because Bloodlust v. Bloodlust. Okay, the claws able to easily dodge out of the way, but as you dodge and weave from the various claw swipes, leaves you exposed enough for it to chomp down on your exposed arm.
We're gonna need a lot of remove curses.
Okay, that is 12 points of piercing damage, rounded down to 6, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. You feel this strange sensation at the point of the bite, but you power through it, and you see just this like blackish bile dribbling out of the wound, but you feel fine. Okay. The other werewolf here is going to attempt to attack you. It is going to flail at you, missing with claws, but it is going to hit you with the bite on a crit.
Who? You
Roz.
cut out.
Roz.
Okay.
So that is 16 points of piercing damage, rounded down to 8. And I need you to make another save. Once again, you feel fine, other than the little bit of black bile dribbling. The other two down here are going to try to reach out and attack Axel. Okay, all but one are going to... So one of them, you just bat aside with the shield, its claws, and keeping the axe out, you're basically able to keep it at bay. The second one, you bat away with the claws, but it manages to get a bite as you're kind of twisting your body to get that deflection on there, leaves just enough exposed to get a bite down. Because your AC is what, 21?
20.
Okay. They rolled a 21.
Okay.
That would be 12 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution save.
This isn't a disease, is it?
No,
Okay.
it is a curse.
I assume so. I just want to make sure.
You feel strange, Axel, as you feel like this momentary force of weakness washing over you. You shake it off, but you still feel off, like something's wrong.
I have 2 spell slots, guys. It's gonna take forever for me to even get remove curse at this rate.
These ones are going to attempt to circle around. This one can get in. It's going to get a swing at Nanaha. And it is going to take a swing. Nanaha, you backstep. And it attempts to try and lunge out to bite you. But you backpedal just enough that it falls face first in the dirt, as it rolled a natural 1 to attack both times.
I admit that is hilarious. Thank you, dear.
And it just growls something into the dirt as it has a face full of mud in its muzzle. And it's now Verity's go.
Right, yes, push your talk. Okay, so Verity is going to just kind of step into the silence dome and keep going and keep going and keep going until sound returns to her, which I assume it does here.
Mm-hmm.
And she will test her connection to her magic, which, by the way, for a sorcerer to lose to her connection to her magic is fucking disconcerting as shit. But she will check to see that it's come back.
It is back.
Okay. And so she reaches into the zone of silence. Can I touch Pocket to heal him, or is that there's some sort of weird rule?
You can touch him to heal him. It's fine.
Because like she's reaching into it, but she's not into it. So she puts her hand on the back of his head and gives his ear a little scritch because he can't hear.
And she can't hear that purr.
Aww. And then she basically tries to heal the shit out of him.
Okay, go ahead.
She did not do well.
18 hit
18
points is good.
Decent. Yeah.
Used up all my good dice getting a hexakill earlier. Damn.
All right.
How you feeling, Pocket?
Nanaha.
There was a thank you Verity that you couldn't hear.
Okay, well if he mouths it, she gives him a little pat on the back of the head again, and then points at the werewolves like, "Go get him, killer."
I love it.
Okay, Nanaha.
Okay, Nanaha is going to, because she knows her fist won't be useful, not going to use her bonus action for it, but she will, again, clock him twice with the staff and see how that goes.
Are you going to go for the one in front of you or the one that's face first eating shit?
You know, as much as I want to make alphabet soup, I should really take the one that's eating shit.
Okay,
Okay.
so both your attacks are at advantage. That is a hit. That is also a hit. Okay, there is a, you just overhead thwack and thwack again as this angry werewolf is just mumbling, grumbling.
How bad
I
does he look?
It's okay. There are some bruises forming. You can see some swelling where blood is building up underneath the skin.
All right, flurry of blows, and I'm going to hit him again.
Okay. That also hits.
I'm good.
Isn't Flurry 2 more attacks?
Yeah, it's 2 more. So you get 1 more.
Like that scene from Shaun of the Dead in the bar where they're hitting the guy with.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Except it's just one Nanaha.
Yeah, she totally is basically doing the "Don't stop me now" scene, and just thwacking this werewolf over and over again with this spongy, bloody stick.
The sad part is that I'm still in silence and the wolf is not.
Yep.
I'm imagining she's in full battle cry, like just like ah, but you can't even hear anything. And you just hear squish.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
I shouldn't be laughing so hard.
Pocket.
Quick thumbs up to Verity, and because I'm realizing that Axel has to use the special axe when he's proficient with his spear glaive. I don't remember which one it is, but we're gonna try something fancy and hope it works. Can I use my action to take the oil from my lantern and spread that on my whip and light it?
You can. However, your whip isn't treated, so you'll get maybe 2 attacks before the whip burns.
Yep. But that's my action to do so.
Okay.
And I will move here.
All right, your whip is now drenched in oil and is alight. You'll get 2 attacks before it basically burns into nothing.
Got it. Got to do more than regular damage.
Okay, Saya.
Okay, Saya is safely away from further bites. Eldritch Blast seems like the right choice, really. So we're actually... I don't really want to try to thread the needle at the alpha through everybody in case of nat ones. So we're gonna target this guy in front of Raz.
Okay.
Womp.
There's going to be this blast of bluish green light that erupts from your lamp that just whizzes right past their heads.
Second blast!
That one will hit.
Eldritch Blast.
And we'll add
Okay,
the
that's-
extra 3 cold onto that.
Yeah, so that's 16. There is a silent yelp.
And that's me.
Those of you who are not in the silence bubble, you hear frantic beating of hoof prints against the ground as something seems to be right in this direction.
Oh shit.
Roz, you're up.
Keep on the alpha. That was a whisper, Lumi.
Okay, so did you only be able to read it? I thought Fluffy could read it too.
I never saw the thing that Roz was right about.
Oh. Megazus, I cannot speak today, sorry, said that Flurry of Blows has to be an unarmed strike.
Oh, it does. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna let it go.
Okay, sorry.
What's done is done. Yes, you do quite the rare angry damage as the alpha is very bloodied and not looking too happy right now.
He'll just kind of grin and give him that, like,
Mm-hmm.
You cut out there.
Yeah.
Sorry, push to talk. Keeps on doing itself. I'm just going to give him the come at me boy motion completely, he's got 3 people on him. He doesn't care.
Sure. Axel.
Well, seeing as Raz is getting the alpha down, then let's try to finish him off. So I will attempt to keep. Maybe we'll hit once. Come on, I believe. I believed.
That hits. Yes, that does.
All right.
That's my holy boy.
I'm going to dump a second level smite into that as well.
Okay.
This doesn't trigger the extra D8, right?
No.
Okay,
because
so
it
just
is not
3d8.
an undead. It is just a werewolf. Okay.
Was
It
almost
is
perfectly average.
very much hurting right now.
And then second strike.
That is going to hit.
All right, and I will put a first level smite into that one.
Okay. Okay. Well. Okay, so it is now the werewolf's turn. At this point, the alpha is going to use his bonus action to disengage. And is going to use his action to dash. And his movement to dash. Pretty much, yeah. Okay, so he still has another 15 feet of movement. Seeing that the alpha is fleeing, the one that's prone is going to get up for half its movement and use its action to disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is going to make a break for it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, This one is going to make a break for it. And the ones fighting Roz and Axel are too bloodlusty to give up. This one's going to move. And one is going to attack Roz, one is going to attack Nanaha, and one is going to attack Axel. And this wolf is going to flee.
Roz tries to just say insults to all the fleeing things, and nothing comes out because he consents.
Okay. Axel, you are able to bat away the blows from the werewolf with your shield and your armor. You take nothing. Nanaha and Roz, you each are able to step away from the swinging of their claws in the furious rage that they're in. But they also both they both manage to land a bite on you. Roz, you take a total of 8 points of piercing damage, rounded down to 4, and I need you to make a con save.
Ooh.
Roz, there's this
Wow.
strange pulsing in your arm as the bite clamps down. You feel very strange as there's like a purplish, blackish swelling around the bite location. Nanaha, you take 12 points of piercing damage, and I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, at this point, the entire party are lycanthropes.
I need level 6, like, now.
Holy moly.
Nanaha, you dodge out of the way, but it manages to get a bite on your leg, and there's a strange purplish black swelling that begins to form. Verity, you're up.
I am so tempted to have her just like blast the fleeing alpha in the ass. But maybe that's not the best use of her action efficiency because there are some people in trouble. So we'll whip up her. Oh, fuck it. Lumi said do it, and it's her anniversary, so fuck it, do it. She Verity like watches him running away, and she's just like wretch, and like lets her ray of sickness, the once a day sickly green laser thing.
Sure.
Pew pew pew. It'll cost her a sorcery point because she has to distance spell it to go 120 feet. But
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll it. That hits. It makes the save. And your green blast of sickly energy hits, and it seems to take hold, but it doesn't do as much as you were expecting it to.
nothing ever does in this land. That's it, I guess.
There are patches of bald fur and various lesions on its body. It's not looking too great. Nanaha?
All right, we're gonna smack the one in front of me.
Give him the old pop pop.
So the first one I know hits,
The second one does not.
and I'd also like to suck some health out of him.
Okay, you get 7 hit points back, and please roll me a wisdom save.
Bloodlust.
The staff just gushes blood as you attack, and you feel strange for a moment. It's sort of like that same feeling when you were trying to hit the tree itself, but the feeling fades almost instantly.
Shakes her head. Maybe that's why she missed the second time.
Yeah.
Roz
Okay.
gives her a quick thumbs up, seeing as her weapon is draining blood out of the foe, just like his.
Yep. Okay, Pocket, you're up.
Whip has a 10-foot reach. Crack that whip one time, and then hit the wolf, the werewolf in front of Nanaha.
Okay, go ahead and roll. That is going to hit. Roll damage.
I don't think
which
it
will be
does
fire.
damage. And then, got it. Okay, so it'll just be fire damage with it.
Yep. Okay. Roll sneak attack. Okay. Are you doing your Whales of the Grave?
Yes, and it'll be on the one in front of the one below Roz.
Okay. Normally there's like weird screaming associated with this, but Werewolf's eyes just start bleeding for no reason.
That looks odd.
Okay. Saya.
Saya has 0 interest in the alpha leaving. She's gonna send an Eldritch Blast after him.
That is a hit. Okay, yeah, that is a very big hit.
Does he go down?
You get a second strike because you're level 5.
Yeah, but I can also turn that onto a different target.
Right. I was just letting you know you get your second shot.
I don't think he's down.
He's not.
Well, I would like him to be down. Well, that's not doing it.
Yep, that unfortunately will miss.
Rawr. She's just gonna yell after him, you bastard!
Okay. The sound of the horse hooves gets closer and closer. Roz, you're up.
Raz lays into the one between him and Axel. Or not.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is going to be a miss.
Okay, he's good. Staying where he is.
Axel.
I same plan here. Let's get the one in the meat grinder.
Okay. That is a hit. Okay.
And then second strike.
That is also a hit. Okay. It's not looking so great.
All right. And that is my turn.
Nevia, how many bits do I have to donate to have Lennon sing Butcher Pete while he's got the axe out?
Lennon, how many bits does Pounce have to donate?
What is Butcher Pete?
That song from Fallout, he's hacking, he's whacking, he's...
Oh, I've not actually played that much Fallout. I don't know it.
I'll link you in Discord.
I know what you're talking about. All right, the alpha is just full on neumed. Bonus action dash, move dash. This one is going to start running off as well. This one is going to start running off more as well. And these three are still just deep in the paint.
Don't get lost in the sauce now.
And none of them are going to hit, as the various
Wow.
blood and wounds in their eyes are apparently making it so they can't swing. And they just in a blind fury, swipe at you all, missing entirely. And it is Verity's turn.
Woohoo! Unfortunately, we can't really get too close to do anything fun, so we'll add the donger to the meat grinder as well on this guy.
Okay.
Isn't he in the silence, Pounce?
He is, but
Oh.
it's necrotic damage, so it still goes through.
Oh, okay.
I would say if not, I think this guy's not in it. So. Oh right, it's a bell. They have to hear it. Oh my God, big brain. Are you sure it goes through?
Let me read the spell here quick. I don't think it's going to be impacted.
Otherwise, I can drop it. I don't
Maybe-
know
maybe
no,
it would,
the idea to,
Well, so
talk
goes-
to him anymore.
yeah, I've been
goes
paying
through.
attention because Shatter is super affected by this. But yeah,
Right, but Shatter is also entirely sound and does sound-based damage.
yes, but I wasn't sure if the bell was also like must hear to actually have it affect, because some do have that, which is the only reason I brought it.
Yeah, you know what? Well, that's a good point. Sorry, yeah, it wouldn't work.
It's okay. I've got other things that do the thing. Fucking back into the meat grinder. We'll let one of these rip.
That's a hit.
Ooh, ooh, ooh!
All right.
It did the thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got way too excited.
Oh, it's okay.
So excited, Lennon just spewed random letters.
Yeah.
I think I accidentally clicked the chaos bolt. That was weird.
Okay.
But soup.
All right. So this, which damage type are you doing?
Well, let's see. I've cast this like once.
So you either get cold or thunder.
Let's do
Cold.
cold because I feel like thunder might be sound.
Yep. All right. Okay, so that is 12 points of cold damage. And it falls face first as this like frost begins clinging to its fur, and icicles forming out of the bloody wounds, and it just falls over, weak.
Very nice,
Thought.
Verity.
God, of course you're impressed by the cold damage.
Okay, na.
Ooh, but boss. Oh no, the D8s have to match, don't they?
Yeah, the D8s, unfortunately.
Damn, I got so
Sorry.
excited for a second. My excitement was for nothing.
Okay.
Nanaha's going to drop silence so that other people can hit things too. I don't think that the bloodlust ones are going to start talking to Kazan. And then she's just going to thwack again.
Go ahead. Yeah, I think that
She's
hits.
back.
Both of those hit.
I think she wants him dead.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Okay. All right. Yeah, he's barely standing. Would you like to juice box any of that?
Sure.
Okay.
Take your sip.
You top back off, and I need you to make me another wisdom save, please.
What's
Okay,
the
1
DC
second.
on that anyway?
13.
Whoops.
All right. I need to find something, because something happens. As the staff just gushes blood,
Oh, please tell me it's maniacal laughter.
at this point, the staff is just gushing blood, and Nanaha just like looking at it.
I'm in silence, so I'm gibbering at it silently.
You said you dropped it.
You dropped it.
Well, oh, damn. Okay, it's not as funny then. But still.
So Nanaha is just babbling incoherently at this point.
I'm too full of blood.
Poke it.
Seeing as my whip is deteriorating quickly, I will crack it again at that one in front of Nanaha.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
At least it's going out on a good mark.
Go ahead and roll your damage. Please note, sneak attack also doubles.
Oh, jeez. Do I roll it twice, or...?
Yeah, just roll it twice. Okay, so that is, let's see, 7, 17, 30 points of damage. And there is a horrible yowling and smell of burning flesh as it just lights up and emulates as your whip just crumbles into charcoaly ash. And Pocket, you take 1 point of fire damage as it just gets too hot.
Very
to hold.
fair.
I've never seen anyone cut in half with a whip before.
It was a gift, and I was very practiced with it.
You can still use your Whales of the Grave if you want on the last one.
I think I only use it 2 times?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then, yes, I will use my last one on that guy, on the last remaining wolf.
Okay. And there is this incipient just scream from like beyond the grave as you see various like spirits flitting about, barely visible as they pass through this large lupine figure, and his body just crumbles and he falls face first into the ground, lifeless.
Kitty for the win.
Just look at my broken whip and put away the whatever, probably just the handle piece, which is left, and put that away.
At this point, the loud horse footprints or the hoof prints or hoof sounds, wording, continue to get louder and louder as you see this humanoid shape on a riding horse who is just bolting at full tilt towards you guys.
From which direction?
Basically the path heading up to this tower.
Do they have a head?
Yes.
Do we recognize them?
I'm gonna hold a short bow shot until we can identify who it is.
You do not recognize them.
Roz stomps forward to be the meat wall.
Pocket, don't shoot until we see who it is.
Anyone who's trying to take a good look, please roll me a perception check.
Because I'm prepared to fire, yes.
Am I allowed?
You're allowed.
Can't see shit, boss!
Still gibbering, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Saya, you see the figure seems to be a human woman of some sort and is bleeding, is covered in blood, and looks like she's having a hard time keeping herself standing upright or sitting upright.
It's a bloody woman. Looks like she's gonna fall off her horse shortly.
Axel calls for Alexander and starts to ride out to meet her. Alexander's my elk, by the way. I don't think I've mentioned that in this thing today to the team.
Good name.
God, that was the most Saya thing ever to say.
So we return, finding the group.
Yes. Lady panic, falling off horse, bloody, riding towards us.
Saya, indifferent, merely observational.
Mm-hmm. Axel, you hop up on your dread steed and begin to march your way down the trail leading up to the tower.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to
Actually, as you attempt to mount Alexander, the suit of armor attempts to interpose itself in your way.
Kazan, not now.
It stops. To be fair, you did give it the order to defend the mounts.
I did. I need to remember that it's literal.
Okay. So you make your way down, and you see this woman.
I'm gonna try to swing Alexander around so I can pull up alongside of her and steady her on her horse a little bit and put 5 points of lay on hands to heal her.
Okay.
To try to close up some of the wounds.
All right. I'm gonna need you to make me just kind of a wordless persuasion check, since you are riding up on an undead steed. You
That's
know,
a fair point. That's
yeah.
a fair point.
All right. Despite the
Sparkles.
ferocity of what
Slow
you're
motion.
doing, there's a genuine softness to your approach, and she slows down slightly. Meanwhile, Nanaha is babbling for about 3 minutes.
Are you okay? I know the bloodlust can be overwhelming at times, and when the darkness comes forth, it can be a bit overwhelming. Just breathe.
Shake stick
I felt
like
the same
the
way
Star
when
Wars
dogs
character.
attacked me.
You'll come to accept the darkness within in time. It just takes a bit, but breathe.
Sits on the ground, shakes the stick again.
Eventually, the sensation fades and you feel like you can talk normally again.
It's like every time you hit this tree. Ugh.
All right. Axel, the woman slows down a little bit. Can I help you, friend?
I can we help you?
I would prefer any help not be out in the middle of nowhere. No offense. You seem very capable, but
No,
there's kind of a lot going on.
understood. Come, follow me back. We can find somewhere to speak.
All right. She will ride back to the group. The rest of you, as she gets closer, you see a bloodied woman wearing red, gold attire. She has a headband with various like metallic trinkets braided into it. She is slashed and wounded a little bit. And the way that she is navigating the horse definitely makes it seem like that is not a horse that she rode in on, and that is a horse she acquired in her escape.
I'll try to like fall back on Alexander and like grab the reins up by the bridle just to help steady her.
I'm staying silent, but still holding a drawn arrow just in case.
She looks at the group as she's approaching and turns to Axel. Why is there a small pack of wolves in front of my caravan? And why is there a cat person aiming an arrow at me?
Hang on a second, I can fix that one. Pocket, stand down.
Okay. I'll let it go.
This is your
I was
wagon.
asking her, no, let me put it down.
The wolves came looking for us, I think, when we came out of the tower.
She looks at you. You went in there?
On a hunch.
Interesting.
Kazan, wave at the lady.
The armor waves.
We found that inside.
I see. And she's going to hop off the horse. And it just kind of, like, nervously swipes at the ground with its hoof.
Can I try to calm it?
Yes, go ahead, roll animal handling.
Sorry, I think my character sheet closed. Give me a sec.
At the sight of Nanaha calming that horse, I do want to check on Minadora. How's she doing since being silenced and just watching the fight?
She looks annoyed, if a horse could look annoyed.
Oh, they can.
Animal to animal, I get that look.
The riding horse seems a little anxious, and as you approach, it immediately just bolts in the other direction.
Sorry.
It's fine. I don't want it to be tracked back to me anyway. So,
Something
who
to
are
think
all of
about.
you?
Some annoyed people brought in by the fog.
Axel will bow lightly. Axel Silson of the Order of Empyreans.
Well, why are we answering her questions? She's the one who rode in on us. She should be answering our questions.
Pointing right at Roz. Like, duh.
Well, she did say that was her caravan. So I think she was here first.
And I would like to know why there is an army of wolves in front of my home.
There'd
Because
be
the
more
cat
if
was
they
here.
didn't stay and fight. Half of them ran away like chickens.
True. We went to the tower, we came out, and then we were surrounded by all these beasties. I'm Nanaha, by the way.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Esmeralda de Avenir.
Pleasure to meet you as well. This
I
lug
guess you-
behind me, elbows Roz, is Roz.
I guess you could call me a monster hunter, I guess is the terminology.
Oh, good. We do that too.
I can
Way.
see that. You all, I mean no disrespect, you all clearly do not come from here. She turns to Nanaha. And despite your attire, I can tell you are not Vistani.
Nope.
As she's standing there, you seem to notice that one of her legs is... it's like a gauntlet, or not a gauntlet, like a boot and greave is attached to her knee. And you see like there's a pivot point on it.
Cool leg.
Thank you, I got it secondhand.
This land gave me a gift as well.
Wouldn't that have been second leg?
Alright, I'll let that one slide. That was actually pretty entertaining. And she heads over to the caravan, and you see her crawling underneath it.
Is everything okay down there?
Yes, just one moment. And then you hear a click, and then she walks out the back door that Pocket was trying to pick earlier. I had the thing rigged to explode if someone tried to sneak in.
Whoops. Glad I didn't do that. Totally.
I
said
am
that
very
out loud.
glad you did not do that as well, Kitty Cat.
Is there anything that's going to happen if there's cat prints on the roof?
There may also be a few wolf prints up there.
She looks at you.
He got treed.
She is going to cast Prestidigitation to blow a puff of cold air at Pocket.
God, you're just like the blue one!
I have a name, Pocket.
And it's a beautiful name.
But you omitted it, so we didn't know if you wanted her to know it.
Upon
it was
magic,
just
Verity
weird.
just. Interesting use of magic. Where did you learn how to do that?
Oh, that is from, that is studies. She points and you see a large, leather-bound book chained to her hip. With just some things I picked up along the way.
Verity gets real close, eyeballing that tome without touching it, because obviously boundaries, but she really wants to look at it.
If you like books so much, why was there one completely torn apart up in this tower? What could possibly have made you destroy a book like that?
Well, first off, that wasn't my book. The home I'm talking about was my wagon here. And the tower has actually been here for quite a while. Hundreds of years, if the locals are correct. I do not know. I just know I was here for my own business, and well, here we are.
Okay, this is going to sound strange, but there was a head in a box up there that smelled like lavender. Do you know anything about that?
She looks. No, I do not. There were some things up there that I recovered, but I did not see a severed head.
Well, it wasn't a box. I figured I would ask since you're versed in magic and I'm very new to this kind of stuff.
The box! I'm going to run up to the door and do the poses like Verity did to try to go back and get my chest.
Okay. All right. Pocket. I'm going to need
Okay.
you to pull up the handout and tell me the orientation that you're doing the dance.
Oh, geez.
Oh man, he gets to look at the handout. Curious how well he
I
remembers.
mean, we can see the door.
Yeah, you can see the door.
So was it that the one at 12 o'clock was numbered 1, and then going clockwise, it's just numerical, right?
Yes.
8, 5, 1, 7, 4, 2, 6, 3.
There's a click and the door swings open. You guys are lucky that only Nevia is on camera, or it'd actually make you do the dance.
One day that'll happen.
Yeah, right. You have to get Saya to actually do one of these.
I'm gonna run in, grab the chest, take a quick glance to see if anything changed since we were
Nope.
last in here, but grab the chest and run out.
Okay.
How
You run
big
out.
is the chest?
It is about basically.
Like, am I dragging it, or am I? Like, can I just like pick it up and
You
walk
can
up?
pick it up and carry it. I would say it's about 40 pounds.
Okay. I'll pull out the chest and be like, "We found this. I'm keeping the chest."
She looks at you.
You'll excuse him. He's very excitable.
He did fall a lot for that chest. I can see why he'd want it.
I'm gonna like covet the chest, wrap my arms around it, and like narrow
Sheesh.
my eyes at everybody.
She shrugs.
Falling through the floor.
You seem to
Alright.
be in an awful hurry.
To be fair, we are too.
This is true.
Oh, let us just say that I had an unfortunate run-in with a very, very pushy host.
I wonder if it's the same host that sent us some wolves.
Was it this host? And I'll reach into my bag after setting the chest down outside. I'll reach into my bag, pull out the Strahd dummy, and just mouth out a bit with it.
Does the dummy try to attack you again?
Roll a wisdom save, please.
Oh boy.
No, it does not.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think I know that it's doing anything to me other than the fact that when I stabbed it, but I'll just mouth out a bit with it. Was it this dummy? Or this host?
She just... I will neither confirm nor deny.
And
We
I'll
seem
put
to
the
be
dummy
making
in the
that host
chest.
a bit annoyed.
Saya's gonna step closer. My name is Saya. My apologies for the basically uncouth bombardment of questions and demands made upon you. We don't mean to trouble you any further.
It's only one question.
It is fine. Listen. I can tell you've all been through a lot. Do you want to come in for a little bit?
Is there a monster in your caravan?
Pocket, you could look underneath to see
Depends.
if
Depends. Do you call yourself a monster?
I'm not inside yet. Do you have a copy of me in there?
Anything's possible.
How big does this caravan look in terms of people inside versus...
It doesn't look like it's going to fit all of you.
I like her. She made a joke. I'll go in.
Yamaha is also going to go in.
When
I
you guys
think I'll
walk
stay outside.
When you guys walk inside, it's a very strange sensation. The interior of this wagon seems a lot bigger than the exterior would suggest. And what looks like what would just be a small 5 by 10 area is about a good 20 by 20 square. There's a resting study area and a variety of pillows on the floor for sitting.
Double take. I'm gonna stick my head out and like look at on the outside, and then go back in. Okay, how did you do this?
So cool.
I found a wizard and I paid him what is the term? A fuckload of money.
Ears perk up at fuckload of money. Yeah. Let's talk money. Where did you get the money? Where's the wizard? What's going on?
Pocket,
Saya's
put your
kinda
paws in your pockets.
The wizard is not in Barovia, and the money, I have some of it here. Most of it I kept at my actual home outside of the valley.
Yeah, that sucks.
No, it does not. I am Vistani. I can come and go as I please.
Okay, well, lucky then.
Verity sticks her head inside the caravan, and her brain just breaks because that makes no logical sense.
Saya's gonna step inside. Oh, it's like my lantern.
You hear a soft clucking, and you see in the corner there is a wooden cage holding a chicken.
You cage your animals. I'm gonna go over there and talk to the chicken. How you doing in there, big guy? Does the chicken look like generally healthy?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'll reach my finger in there and try to pet the chicken.
Roll in animal handling. The chicken seems indifferent.
Ah, well, you're still
Only in
cute.
D&D would that sentence come out, but okay.
Esmeralda heads over. If you're hungry, you just have to say so. And she pulls a few eggs from underneath the chicken
Okay. Whew.
and gives it a pat. It's all right, Clarabelle.
Clarabelle's a beauty.
She heads over to a small flat surface area, and on a iron skillet, she casts prestidigitation to heat it up, and will fry a few eggs.
I swear everyone in this valley is just willing to feed Pocket.
I'm gonna stick my head out and tell everyone, "Hey guys, commit! It's actually bigger than it is, bigger than it looks. Or you have to see it."
It's really cool.
And Pocket's willing to just eat anything a random stranger he's known for 30 seconds gives him.
He's very trusting.
true.
He's also very hungry. And Axel
Constant.
will duck in.
He's constantly
Requires a
hungry.
lot of-
eggs to
It's a lot of calories to let me run this far.
everyone can have two eggs prepared how they would like. And there are pillows for everyone to sit. While you're sitting here, you also see that there is a golden lyre, like the instrument, a set of copper pots and pans, a wooden chest in one of the corners. There is a map that seems to correspond to Barovia that is attached to the wall. And there is a small trunk of personal effect, like you assume for personal effects, at the end of the bed, and a mannequin with basically wearing some clothing, and there's like a wig adorned on its head.
Because she's feeding us, and it makes me feel the need to be polite. I won't dirty anything because I'm covered in my own blood and dirt. But I'll go over to the mannequin and place my top hat on top of the wig.
It sits there. It is a blonde wig, and the hat just kind of sits there with purpose.
Not too shabby.
After everyone has settled, Sai is gonna look at Esmeralda. You mentioned you were Vistani?
That is correct, yes.
That's why we're here. We met, with a Vistani group, and we're given a reading.
You met with Madame Eva, I presume.
Yes.
She knew my name!
Yes, she is very talented from what I've heard. I am not a part of her troupe, but the tales make their way out through the people.
She was very charismatic.
I have heard that as well. I have not met her personally, but if you are here with some sort of purpose, then
Oh, we've
then
completed.
I'm sure we can trust. What?
Oh, we've completed our purpose, but I believe that's probably why you returned home to a sea of wolf corpses.
That makes a lot of sense and actually makes me feel a little bit better. Because it means that you and the vampire are not in league.
No, he keeps causing problems for us.
That he has. She's, talking, she's sitting there and she's bandaging herself up. I had a bit of a run-in with the Count when I tried to do a bit of reconnaissance. Castle.
He does seem to see everything. Can he hear us in here?
Hopefully not. There are some levels of protection that this place provides. But he should not be able to directly see into it, if that is what you are concerned with.
Can he hear inside of it?
It is possible. Unlikely, but possible.
I'm gonna yell "fuck Strahd" as loud as I can.
Roll a wisdom save. All of you, after he yells "fuck Strahd," you see Pocket reach into his bag and grab the puppet. And you take 2 points of piercing damage as the puppet bites down onto your throat like Kermit the Frog does to Vincent Price.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Put that thing away.
Are you sure you should really keep
Gonna-
that in your pocket? It did just attack you.
I need it. I'm gonna take the doll outside, make sure I put it in the trunk, and put the trunk in the cart with Minadora, and then look at the statue. Kazan, guard Minadora, and I point to the horse, and then go back inside.
The armor nods. Alright, maybe a little less likely to hear us now, but you are a peculiar one.
I guess I get told that a lot.
I promise he's actually quite nice.
It seems I've got a decent judge of character. The only one who gives me pause is the grumpy one outside.
He's a little rough, but he warms up to you after a while. Just
If a few of you I can tell are the altruistic sort.
I think Roz is altruistic. He bought me this cloak.
Well, that is good.
it takes a while for him to warm up to you.
It is not. I have met very many individuals who have caution. Means that they've gone through quite a lot in life.
So why are you parked outside this tower?
Oh, that. She seems a little hesitant. Roll a persuasion check, Pocket. She pauses for a minute. I was here actually because I had heard rumors of someone I knew very well who was using this as a base of operations. I was hoping to find him, my mentor, as it were. I do not know if any of you have ever heard of the name of Rudolf von Richten, but he is a scholar of some sorts and trained me to hunt the undead and to hunt monstrosities. And well, we had a bit of a how do you say? We had a bit of a falling out. I've been trying to find him. That is actually why I came to this valley.
Is he able to leave like you are?
What was that?
Is he able to leave like you are?
No, he is not. He is not of Vistani. In fact, it is lucky that I am the rare case. He has quite the grudge against my people.
Nanaha, describe the head of the person that we found, and does this match the description of who you're looking for?
The head? No, it is not.
Pocket, if he were using this tower as a base of operations, how would his head have gotten into the chest?
Somebody could have
Someone
done it
came
to
in
him.
to kill him. Yeah. Well, who has the head?
It's still upstairs as far as I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, nobody asked Saya to put it in the lantern with the rest of the body parts. So...
I don't think any...
No one asked Saya to put it in the portable morgue she has.
Hey, glad to be out of there.
Like, so that's the thing, though, is it's, like, inside it's super comfy. It's, like, just full of pillows, and it's, like, nice and comfy for her and everything. And then there's, you know, some saint bones, and there was Nanaha's corpse, and...
It became
So-
kind of a weird grab bag.
We're not going to pass health inspection.
I do want to ask Nanaha to actually describe the head, and then ask Esmeralda, does that person sound familiar, though?
Takes a
He
moment.
does, even though Lumi doesn't remember.
Uh, Possibly? It sounds... I do not know. It does not sound like anyone I am familiar with.
I just know I left it up there because I don't know if any of us can really talk to dead people, and what else do you have use for a head for?
That probably makes a lot of sense. But I did get some proof that my master was in there. Well, my mentor. I was able to recover
What proof?
one of his journal pages. I recovered one of his journal pages from upstairs. It seems that he burnt almost all of them.
Well, as
guess
thanks
avoid
for
being
the
tracked.
meal, I'll run back out to the chest and grab what papers were in there, and then return, and then show those to her.
And she looks. This doesn't seem to be his handwriting.
I don't have a great great head for names, Esmeralda. Could you describe your mentor? Maybe we've seen him.
Yes, one moment. And she's kind of looking through the papers. And she pulls out a scroll from the stack of papers. This... Alright, you're giving me a spell scroll. I will not say no.
I'm not really good with magic myself. I don't know if they want it. I wanted the chest because... Anyway, I just wanted the chest.
That makes sense. Alright, well, my mentor, Rudolf von Richten, he was an older human fellow. and kind of had a Widow's Peak situation going on, and one of those very stern glances to him. Large mutton chops, thick glasses. He wore a very well-tailored coat last I saw him. Kind of a brown and gold type situation. Does not have an accent common to this valley, that is for sure. Tends to keep to himself.
Most people in Barovia tend to keep to themselves.
We don't have a handout of Rictavio, and it's been so long.
Rictavio was a half-elf individual.
Aha!
Very boisterous, very, like... He also did not have an accent of the valley, but he's very bubbly and very, like, flamboyant. Very, like, long curly hair, kind of like a Fabio style situation going on.
That's why I kept thinking we heard somebody named Rick, and she said Rick, and I'm sitting here like racking my brain trying to figure out who it was, but it wasn't him. Okay,
It was the great Rictavio.
Yep.
Hey, I tried. I'm like, I can't just ask, is it Rictavio? So.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Rictavio doesn't match that description at all.
hey, Fluffy,
Yes,
how's that bite feeling right about now?
it is feeling very odd. Like there's a burning. It's not painful, but it's very much unpleasant.
Nanaha
Yeah.
starts scratching hers. Yeah, the fuck.
And all of you who have been bitten, there is like this minor sense of irritability bubbling in the back of your head.
Pocket
Nothing-
bit?
Pocket was bit, but he's already aware it doesn't affect him.
Lucky Pocket.
That's exactly why I'm not even like I'm not metagaming to question you guys' bites because Pocket doesn't feel anything. He feels fine.
Well, no, I just if it's being weird, like Verity would like kind of just be like observing it, like the fuck's going on with this.
Esmeralda will take a look. Oh no, that is not good. That is not good at all.
I think there's more of them. Well, not
Nanaha's actively scratching at hers.
sure. Axel was bit on the leg.
Mm-hmm.
Axel points down to the teeth marks, or like a little bit of blood on the cloth of my flowy thing.
Nice.
To be painfully
butt
in
cake.
character.
Yeah.
To be painfully in character, I'm gonna look at Esmeralda and say, I really want to lay on your pillows, but I'm really dirty. Are you able to do that thing to clean me so I can lay down?
If you step
She-
outside,
while
Pocket,
she's
I'll
like-
do it.
Going pale at everyone scratching their bites, she will, like, not even look at you, cast Prestidigitation to clean you.
Thank you, and jump on the pillows.
They are very comfy. Were you bitten by those werewolves?
Yeah. It just.
I mean, to be fair, there were 3 humans and a bunch of wolves. She's not an idiot, so she was able to put it together. That is not good. That is not good at all.
I was bitten, but mine doesn't itch.
Sometimes individuals can resist the corruption, but no, it is too long ago. It just seems to have taken hold. She turns to Axel. You.
Yeah.
How strong are you of faith? Are you able to purify curses?
I am not, unfortunately.
Okay, this is not good. This is not good at all. How many of you are afflicted?
Raise his hand.
I think all of them
I
got bit.
believe all of us except for Pocket.
Wait, is that about? You're freaking me out. What's going on?
You all have been infected by the werewolves. You are cursed. And she motions down to the prosthetic leg. I was bitten too many moons ago, and my only option was to either cut off my leg to stop the infection from spreading, but I was able to get to it quick enough.
I am looking wide-eyed at Axel.
Hey, Verity, you're you have like a divine connection. Are you able to remove curses?
I don't believe so. Or perhaps you have noticed that the god I tend to draw my powers from doesn't do a whole lot of that sort of thing. Esmeralda, what other symptoms should we expect?
She's like, one moment, and she goes to one of her trunks and pulls out a journal, and she starts rifling through the pages.
Or wait, would Verity know this as her background as a sage, or would she need a
Yeah,
roll?
you could. I would say you could roll a Yeah, you could roll Arcana or Nature, whatever's higher.
Probably not nature, because they're both in, but she's proficient at least in Arcana. Don't remember shit, boss.
No,
Someday I'll
okay,
roll
no,
above a
I-
10 on a check. Someday.
Can you call a favor with whoever's been supporting you, maybe?
I mean,
Wait
I
a
could
minute.
beg
Wait,
Grandpa
like,
to-
so, like, are they turning into those things? Because I have a thing, too. And I'll, like, raise my hands to be unimposing to Esmeralda. Just give me a second, and I'll transform into a raven. And, like, fly. I don't know if she has, like, a table or something, but I'll, like, fly
yeah,
over and
there's
like, land
a
on.
table. Interesting.
Careful, he probably will come back naked.
Oh, I already noticed that his clothing fell onto my pillows.
He keeps landing on people and coming back naked. It's really weird.
All right.
At that, I'm
well,
gonna land. I'm gonna fly over and land, perch on Nanaha's head.
She. So a 7-foot-tall cat manifests on top of your head, who is also naked.
Damn it, Pocket, knock it off!
I'm gonna go over and get dressed again, but like, so maybe it's fine, and they'll just. I mean, they'll be ill. They'll be.
No.
Axel, you're gonna be a dog.
No, it is not that simple, friend. The form of lycanthropy that you have been gifted is it comes from a more benign strand. The were ravens are. They have a noble history and a noble lineage, whereas the werewolf only has savagery. You all will see signs of increased aggression, bloodlust, and if my research has proven correct, if every full moon you will transform into one of those beasts and you will go hunting for blood. And
Verity
you-
kind of
Yeah.
stalks across the interior of the thing, and she doesn't really like grab Esmeralda by the collar, but she sort of like takes a hold of her collar, and she goes, "Increased aggression and savagery is unacceptable. I need a cure now."
Nanaha
I'm
kind of
I'm
tries
tensed
to
up the same
inch her-
way, like when Birdie hits him.
Nanaha just tries to inch her hand to like separate the two. Don't stand down. That's not how you ask questions. Verity.
All right.
Splash me, but you don't splash her, Saya.
All right. Yes, these are all bad. And you are going to be given a choice, be it one you may not be making consciously. You can either give in to the corruption and tap into the power to transform into one of those creatures at will, but you will lose any sense of moral fiber that you had. You would become a being of instinct and aggression. Or involuntarily you will be turned into a monster for a night.
You sure there's not a third option? You were asking Axel about things?
One moment. She goes to a small wooden box and pulls out a set of cards and begins shuffling them. And sits down. All right. Give me a moment. I need to think. And she lays out some cards in front of her. Alright. That is not great. I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The bad news is there will be a full moon in 3 days.
Oof.
The good news is the full moon is not tonight. So you have
Okay.
a bit of time now. I could maybe, if one of you is able to potentially purify curses eventually, I have something that I've encountered in my travels that could help cleanse one individual. But I do not have the resources to take care of everyone.
Verity snaps, and she's just like, I don't care. Give it to me now.
Nanaha swats her. Knock it off.
She looks at Verity. Be calm.
That's usually how she is. She's normally calm. This emotional thing is kind of weird.
Enough. Saya's voice is just ice. I will petition grandfather for the spell. I know it is one I can receive from him.
Oh, please, thank you. God, it's itchy.
It may take some time.
That being said, there is potentially one other option.
I'm all ears. And itchies.
Are you familiar with the walled-off village?
Yeah, we just sent some alcohol there.
Okay, that is good. There is a monastery there. Long since thought to be abandoned. I've taken refuge in its walls periodically. There is a priest of some sort that has remained inside those walls. He may be able to help you.
Is that the Abbey of Saint Markovia?
Yes, that is.
We had planned to visit there anyway. This will put extra reason to that visit.
Completely flat. Does the priest have a son?
Really? He is very peculiar, I will tell you that.
So
He
are
does-
we.
Not have a son, but there is a group of altered creatures that serve him, in a sense.
I throw my hands up in a huff. Well, here we go again.
We've had some bad luck with the priests in the other cities we've been to.
And
We
she
had
looks-
nothing to do with what happened in Valaki.
Right. And she looks at a few of you. On that note, you do all strike a very strong resemblance to the wanted posters that were posted to the gates of Valaki.
Oh, no, we were involved in
taking
that. Like, we were involved in that, but we had nothing to do with what happened to its priest.
I believe you. Do not worry. Between you and me, the burgomaster there is kind of an asshole, and if a had the time, I would probably try to take him out myself.
Saya gives her a smile. Raz and I made a promise. We'll probably keep it.
It is both comforting and unsettling to hear in the same breath.
We tried playing nice with him. I swear we're not of an evil inclination. We're just awkward, I promise. It just didn't work well. He doesn't like being upshowed.
It is fine. Do not worry. Do not worry. I can tell that for all intentions, your hearts are in the right place. A few of you may have less altruistic reasons for your heart being in the right place, but it's still there.
So I've been sneaking over to Sai. I want to take a look at her head and see if I can find her horns. Because Pocket assumes she's a tiefling.
So
Has been. She's
you
tiefling this whole
realize
time.
her hair floats in the air, right? Like, her hair floats like seaweed.
Yeah, that's why I'm like taking an active look to try to find.
If you
horns.
actually touch her, please let me know.
No, definitely not. Whoa, no.
I just want to be washed away by a surf attack.
We're in
Excuse me.
somebody's home who's been kind.
If you'll excuse me one moment, at least your other friend should know of the affliction.
Of course.
And she walks outside, heads over. Excuse me.
To interject quickly before she comes out, Raz has seen Pocket run out with the doll and shove it in the box. Yes,
Yes.
Raz would have taken the doll out and be using that as part of his sparring practice, sticking it on a tree and like stabbing it and stuff with his spear, taking out his frustration and anger.
She gives a soft chuckle. Well, I'm glad to hear we have a common enemy. I'm sorry to bother you, but were you injured in that fight?
Raj just turns around and there's just cuts and lacerations just all over him. Yes, why?
And she notices the one that's particularly has a bit of like a purplish black swell to it. You and your friends have been afflicted by lycanthropy. It is a curse that has infected your blood. And I was telling your companions.
Yeah, I know what lycanthropy is. I have read a few
All right.
books.
I'm sorry to have assumed, but I just wanted to let you know that you have 3 days until the next full moon. And I do not know if this is something that you wish to have to contain or if you wish to be rid of it, but I thought that you should at least be aware.
Well, of course we want to get rid of it. Who would want to keep it? It's a fucking curse.
There are power-hungry individuals who would.
It's an easy way to get power. If you need power, earn it yourself. Don't get it by some stupid bite.
Alright, well, I just wanted you to be aware, and it seems to have infected everybody except for your cat friend.
That's because he's already a freaking bird.
Yes, he showed me. Alright, I will leave you to your training. She
He
heads
just kind
back
of
in.
waves a hand as she leaves and just goes back to what he was doing.
Well, your friend is already being even more grumpy, so that's good for you, I guess.
You know, I don't know if we would notice the difference.
I promise.
He's probably hungry.
I promise he's not always so grumpy.
It is okay. I like I said, I can tell for the most part your hearts are in the right place. You are not that. An old friend of mine used to call them murder hobos.
Not
Do
saying
not
this,
strike-
but intentionally not saying that out loud.
You don't strike me as the sort.
I mean, we don't really have a home here, and we have killed a lot of people, so
Like 98% of that was self-defense.
I won't ask about the other two. But after my run-in with the Count, I am unfortunately not in a great shape to accompany you to to Kresk myself. But if we are all on the same side here, then I could try to be of some use to you.
How far away is Kresk, and what time is it?
Well, we must go back and pick up Irina first.
Thank God she wasn't there.
It is currently getting to be about later afternoon. Between the adventures in the tower and the fight.
Well, if we have 3 days. We should probably break for the vineyard before nightfall. And then turning to Esmeralda, there's nothing waiting up that road for us, is there? Or whatever you were running from? Or, well,
What?
Kuma.
I was running from Strahd. As far as I'm aware, he is not out there. But he did not take too kindly to me invading his home unwelcome.
He doesn't take kindly to cats either.
It doesn't surprise me. He does tend to have a bad history when it comes to pussies.
I'm actually laughing. The pocket's actually laughing. Irina should have heard that.
Agreed.
And you, did you learn anything valuable about his home while you were there?
Any secret entrance, a sneaky cat could get in and kill him in his sleep.
Unlikely. I had explored some of the ground level and a little bit of the upper floors. There is a air of mystery about the castle. There is definitely a feeling of always being watched, and I would say be very cautious of his Chamberlain. He is a very macabre individual who'd maybe make your grumpy friend seem like a ray of sunshine.
That's hard to do.
I would be very wise. It would be very wise of you to avoid him. He's a very dangerous individual. There are a few townsfolk from the village who actually live in the castle. I encountered his accountant on one of the upper floors. Very strange individual.
Did you happen to get his name?
I did not. I was invisible for the majority of my time in the castle. There was an unfortunate incident with a magical ward that I was not aware of that dispelled my protections. And that is when he found me.
Oof.
But being invisible... I mean, being invisible in the castle itself, no one noticed you. Strahd didn't notice you?
No. If he did notice me, there was no sign that he did. But unfortunately, he has protections in place in many locations in the castle. And that was one of them that dispelled my invisibility.
Good to know. Thank you for telling us.
She
Was that
looked,
Lulu?
Good
What
to
was
know.
that?
Thank you for telling us.
she looks at you all here, and she reaches into one of her trunks, and she pulls out a rapier. It is a very, very bright, shiny silver. I do not know if any one of you would be interested in this, but it is a silvered weapon. Does help a little bit in some cases.
Pocket.
I was in the middle of plucking a string on the lyre, or attempting to just play it a little bit. What? Silver?
And she looks. This is the most help I can offer you right now. She hands over a silvered rapier. Some entities are damaged by silver or magic, and well, I have a few others. I would feel really bad sending you out with nothing.
Well, Pocket is down a weapon after that fight.
Well, I already have a rapier, though. But
Yeah, but this one's much shinier, Pocket.
Well, that one will help, but there are some creatures like the lovely bitey friends you just made that are not damaged unless it is a magical weapon or one that has been cast in silver.
Hopefully
And I
not
know this
HP.
is very macabre of me, but if one of us goes feral, Pocket's the only one that won't.
I'd actually try to save you guys.
And I really want you to save us, but I'm just saying, if we go berserk...
Actually, here, there is one more thing I think I can do. She goes to one of her cabinets and pulls out a set of kits, and you see her pulling out some flowers and some herbs and grinding them and putting them through a distillery. And after about 20 minutes, she has a few vials. If you take this, it would be best to take it tomorrow at dawn. It won't exactly get rid of the curse, but it will at least potentially help you fight off the transformation. Maybe giving you a chance if you aren't able to fulfill everything on time.
How many vials are there?
There are 5.
Verity grabs one.
Nanaha passes out the other ones and keeps one in her pocket for Roz.
It is not a perfect cure, but it will let you try to apply a force of will to resist the transformation. Otherwise, the full moon is an instant transformation into the beast.
Walk over and shake her hand first. Well, consider it a trade for the scroll, then.
I am alright with that.
Seriously,
And
thank
then-
you so much.
I'll throw out my arms cautiously. And maybe friends?
She looks at you.
I'm clean.
She looks to the others in the party.
Again, I promise we're not normally irritable.
Alright, I will go with cautiously optimistic allies and potential friends.
Oh, wave my fingers a bit to wave her into the hug. Come on. Come on.
She will awkward bro pat hug you.
Yes.
He is always like
I could tell. It is nice to meet you all.
We'll let
I
you get
will
some rest.
Keep an eye out for you during my travels. And if we meet again, which I'm sure we will, perhaps we can discuss some strategies for dealing with the good Lord Zarovich, yeah?
Sounds like a plan to me.
we look forward to meeting you again.
This sounds good. Now, I am going to lock up after you leave. I am in dire need of a nap and whatever bottle of wine I managed to have still kept.
Didn't Saya
You
and
deserve it.
Raz jack a bunch of wine?
Mm-hmm.
Saya probably slipped one of the bottles to her own pack, and she'll just... Here. This is probably, higher quality.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Saya. It is an honor. And she raises the bottle to you and pulls the cork out with her teeth and takes a drink. To a successful partnership.
I'll nod.
Verity reaches out and like pokes, like not really pokes, but like puts a finger on her shoulder and gives her gives her that.
Very nice.
And then
I
turns
will
around
tell
and
you, she has over 100 HP. She was coming in at 25.
wow. But and then she turns to the person. Yes, very well. Can we go now, please? We have places to be. Do we not?
Well, I was happy to make a friend. I'm glad she did say we're friends.
Fucking, if you do not get in the wagon, I will melt the flesh from your
okay,
skull.
I'm running.
Calm down, Verity. But we must make haste. You are correct.
Thank you for putting up with us in our state. Starts furiously scratching again.
It is fine. I appreciate this. It got pretty lonely out here.
This whole place seems very lonely.
Does she have over 100 HP because she's really high level, or she's just a notable NPC?
A little bit of both.
Cool.
All right. I assume you all make your way back to the winery?
As we're walking towards the cart, Nana hip checks Roz and hands him the bottle in case you feel like you're about to turn.
What is it?
To help you resist. I'm supposed to take it down, apparently.
Roz, with your previous role, you'll have seen that this is wolfroot extract. It is an alchemical solution that allows one cursed by lycanthropy to potentially resist the transformation for one full moon.
So you'd want to take it the morning of the third day, or just any time, and it lasts for 30 days?
So
or
what'll
28
happen,
days?
it lasts until the first full moon you encounter.
Okay.
But she recommended taking it in the morning.
In the morning of the full moon or tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning.
Okay.
In the light of the sun.
Well, that's a little hard to come by here, but we'll try.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I don't know, maybe
he
Saya can destroy the clouds above us for a moment.
He pockets the potion and thanks.
Hey, crazy trickster.
Not many of the others would have done that.
She
I
did
assume
us a
we're all
kindness.
walking out. I would have gotten you something, Roz.
She knows we're not quite this aggressive normally.
As we're heading out back there, I kind of fill in Roz that we're making for Crest and the Abbey there, and we might be able to get some help.
Well, we were going to Kresk anyway, so I guess we can kill 2 ravens with 1 stone.
More like 5 wolves.
Mm-hmm.
It was 6, thank you.
That was a really good one, Verity.
Saya, why didn't you spray Verity with water because she was being mean? Is it a tiefling thing? You just stick together?
Tiefling thing? What are you talking about? I'm not a tiefling.
Well, your skin is blue.
Yes, because I'm a Ganassi.
And my skin is gray.
Well, you're weird, Roz. That's different.
And yours is kind of pink where you can see it.
Yes, and
Well-
mine is red. I'm glad we all know our colors. Can we please get to move on? Please.
I imagined we were having this conversation in the car.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
I
driving.
thought we were still fussing around, like getting in.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm driving.
frankly, Pocket.
Are we taking the armored monstrosity?
Kazan, please follow.
We are. Actually, that's a good point. Who's approaching the cart first?
If no one calls it, I will. Because
Okay.
Pocket wants to get cozy.
The armored attempts to shove you out of the way.
Kazan, please move.
Stiff arm me.
It moves, but it moves away.
Thank you, Kazan. It's time to go, I think. Follow?
It just stands there.
Kazan,
please
can you
follow.
leave?
It starts following the horses.
So we have a suit of armor.
I mean, maybe this is slightly out of character, blood loss and all that. Why don't we ditch this suit of armor at your friend's place, and it'll help them not die to more druids, eh?
That's not.
That's very thoughtful of you.
I'm all for making friends.
All right. Well, you'll be able to make it back to the winery with a good amount of time left in the day. A couple hours, or about an hour or two until sunset.